looking for a beach. Couldn't find one, but we found this.
Today, we're on the way south, but not before we do a little exploring.
Okay, pulled out of Atlantis today. I really wanted to do a bit more filming today when we pulled out, but...
And we'll get into some personal issues.
Well, what I'm going to attempt here is just to rig it up.
Before Jeremiah gets that Watermaker sorted.
But I gotta like work out and sweat out Atlantis.
Ready to sail away? Let's do it.
Wow. Okay, pulled out of Atlantis today. I really wanted to do a bit more filming today when we pulled out, but Jeremiah is having a really hard time with like just panic and anxiety. He says like, you know, he has a lot to worry about, and I get it. Like the Watermaker is, so we're depending on that, waiting for it to break out here. Which just, you know, when you think about it, you're like, it's not a big deal, you can just pull into a marina. But then if something else happens, you can't pull in a marina and you need water, I don't know, it just kind of goes down a loophole. And then the generator, you know, to run AC for the baby to nap comfortably. It's freaking hot. I'm sure you can tell I'm just sweating. I really haven't even been putting on makeup lately because I just sweat it off and I'm red. It gets hot. I'm also cooking. So he's also like, I'm just waiting for the generator to break so I can't like run AC for my family comfortably when we're super hot and I see the baby sweating. And so just a lot of things coming together and worrying him. So I'm like, you know, have a beer, try to relax. And he's like, you know what, I'm gonna take Reese to the beach and just get my mind off of things. And I thought that's perfect because I'm cooking, so that just means the boat's gonna get hotter. I made homemade sloppy joes right there, which is basically like tomato sauce, cocoa aminos, ground beef. Like I don't like to use the canned stuff. I try to make it healthy. So if you want the recipe, you can email me and I'll give it to you. Too much going on for me to continue with it. But doing a little bit of asparagus, chopping up some fresh garlic for my asparagus. There's my sloppy joes. And I've got butternut squash cooking. I'm gonna put the sloppy joes over that, and then if they want a bun, they can have a bun. Baby's napping in my room with AC. You know, running our batteries down. So anyways, we need to kind of get the boat tweaked. Like we did all this work with the electrical upgrade and it's amazing, but because we don't have the solar we need, we can't really feel so amazing out here. So you're like, man, I put all this work and money into it and I can't even use it. So we got to get that solar worked out, and I think that'll really help him. And we need a different Watermaker system, and then he'll feel better. You know, he won't have so much worry. So the boys are up there now on the beach, and I was gonna say maybe you should bring the camera and film, you know, but he's been dealing with so much. But I'll film from the boat. So it's nice that they're having some time out there. I can hear Reese giggling. Before he left, I was like, okay, we're gonna do school. He has like 3 more weeks until he's done. He's like, oh, and Jeremiah's like, oh man, you guys doing school? I was gonna take him to the beach. I'm like, oh, you're so lucky. I'd much rather him go to the beach than do school. So we can do it later tonight. That's the beauty of homeschooling.
We're currently anchored just off of Rose Island, ready for a crossing, but not before we go explore.
This is cool. We're looking for a beach. Couldn't find one, but we found this.
While anchored here, we took the dinghy for a little ride and found this cool lagoon to cruise around. It's important to get everyone off the boat at least once a day. This was a great little outing. We just cruised around this man-made cut, checked out some fish, and enjoyed each other's company before heading back to Calypso.
And then you see that beautiful infinity waterfall? Calypso has a waterfall.
I don't think any of us really like the waterfall.
No,
we can't go near the waterfall.
People are like, hey, why is water pouring off your boat? We have a waterfall.
Probably like, what's wrong with that boat?
Nothing, it's a waterfall.
We placed it perfectly.
Did you guys have fun?
I did.
Me too. What a cool little lagoon.
Hold her upright. That was really neat. That's like, must be some private lots that people are buying.
Yeah.
Oh, Britt loves the waterfall.
To get away from society.
Getting away from society is right up our alley. That's one of the main reasons for doing this sailing lifestyle, in our opinion. Next, Jeremiah took that pesky Watermaker and started to install some parts he got while at Atlantis. Now that's a fancy way to get the threads out. Jam some screws in it and twist away.
Well, what I'm going to attempt here is just to rig it up. I've got the little piece out. I just got that out by using a couple of screws. I wasn't able to get a good angle on it in there where it's mounted. It wasn't too hard to get that out. Once the part was out, I went ahead and installed this 3/8 brass fitting. This is the brine discharge. You know, you want like little metal as possible. I'd rather it be stainless, but I'm going to use this for now. This little fitting is for a dishwasher, and this black piece, I actually got this when, with the Lazy Gecko, I installed an air conditioner and there was like I needed to step up or step down, and the freaking thing worked amazing for a year. Running like raw water. Probably shouldn't have done that, but this is, you know, I can monitor this, and I kept these things. I got one of the glows. I kept these for years. I never needed it, and I was like, one day I think I'm gonna need those again because that worked so good. And this will be the first time since then. It's been like 8 years since then. But I went ahead and put it here on, I put that here, and then I used an elbow fitting here and a piece of tubing or hose that I had. I mean, it's not all the way in, but I'm not too worried about it. It's on there tight. And what I can do is I can put a high water alarm right under this. If it starts to leak, I had to check it all the time anyway, but if it starts to leak, I can come out and, you know, stop it, whatever, and take it off and go back to the process of letting it pour off the back of the boat. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this thing out, I'm gonna hook it up, I'm gonna run some water through it and see if it leaks real bad. I think that this part right here is probably the weak point. It might leak. I think that's pretty much it. If it leaks around this, maybe I'll put some sealant in there or something like that to try to keep it going. But the goal is to get this thing mounted back down into the boat where it's not up on the deck. I'm afraid every single time someone walks around, they're gonna kick this plastic fitting or kick that plastic fitting or this plastic fitting or all these freaking, this one over here. This thing has a million plastic fittings on it, actually like 4, and I'm worried they're gonna get broken. So I'm trying to get this thing down below. So run some water through this thing and see how bad it leaks.
I have faith in you, babe. This will be a temporary repair just to get the thing stowed and still be able to make some water. I'm pretty sure he's going to check this thing overboard once we can. But for now, let's try to get it going.
All right, well, that's low pressure. We have to try high pressure.
Perfect. Now he'll mount it under the deck and we're out of here.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I didn't think we'd be going any further today. You had a hard time yesterday.
Yeah.
But I guess that time on the beach with the kids really helped you out.
Yeah, it was nice, right? Reese and I went up there and had a little, like, Ballard's son hangout. Right? That's nice. Reese is always a great person to hang out with.
You doing better?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm great. I was just about to go outside and look because it looks really calm. I'm gonna knock on wood. How long's today's passage?
About 4 hours.
So calm I could do a workout.
Yeah, it's very nice. We're going across the bank that's between the Exumas and Nassau. So it's very nice, very flat, very blue. That's a pretty backdrop.
Yeah, I know. It's the best. I did try to keep my balance with the bars, but I gotta like work out and sweat out Atlantis. That place almost did me in.
I know. This place is wild, man. So much fun.
It is a lot of fun.
We stayed 3 nights, right? No, 4 nights.
4 nights. Yeah. Figure get a little workout in, take some photos in this cute top. It's easy, man. Workout shorts, take them off, bikini.
Done.
Boom. Done. You do squats. I see you out here doing
Yes,
squats.
I do.
Working on your butt while you're sailing. I know what it is. Where are we headed? across the
Exumas.
thing.
Yeah. I think it's called the Yellow Bank or something like that. From Nassau to the Exumas, about 4 hours. We're moving about 7 knots.
Yeah, not too bad, huh?
Nope.
It's very nice out here. Seasickness is starting to subside. I got chicken marinating. I'm gonna work on a little guacamole for lunch. All is good. Life is good today.
All's well.
Sorry you had a hard time yesterday.
Thanks.
Felt bad. I've had many of those moments.
Some boats passing, going the other way. One there, and then one there. Buddy boating, probably.
Yeah. Bryn is so lucky.
Why?
She gets to nap with that AC.
I know.
So here's my baby monitor. It's currently 75 degrees in there.
Yeah. You relaxed?
I am.
Good. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I can see the bottom.
Very calm.
Very calm. Are you gonna fish?
No, just gonna catch barracuda here.
Coming up, the captain is monitoring the system.
You're really not taking advantage of all those amps going in. We should be good to go.
And then we're anchored off of some remote islands where we'll get the chance to do some diving. We're taking you to the Exumas, baby.
Want more? Check us out at lazygeckos.net. Remember, patrons can get complimentary access. You can also visit our Vimeo channel. The link is below. Don't forget to click subscribe to get all of the fun. See you next week.